Imagine this. You get home from work and your feet are killing you. You just have to sit down and give them some relief. But is your job really that taxing on your feet? Or is it just that you're not wearing the right type or right size of shoe? Wearing proper footwear is a key to having healthy feet. Today we will discuss the problems with your feet and the shoes that cause them, my own personal foot injury story, as well as how to buy the right shoe. According to healthaging.com, the average person takes over 10,000 steps in a day. But like every journey, this one must begin with a single step, the step towards healthier feet. So let's limp our way into the problems associated with feet and the shoes that cause them. You can have many different things wrong with your feet. According to Ann Martinez, they include blisters, a fluid sac that builds up underneath your skin where shoes that are too small or too big cause friction and create this painful blister. Calluses or corns are created in a similar way, but more often when shoes are too tight, the pressure and friction cause the skin to build up and create a bumpy callus or painful corn. Next, hammer toes. In shoes that are too small in the toe cause your smaller toes to begin to curl around because they don't have enough room to lay flat in your foot. Other problems include heel, arch, and Achilles pain, which are all come from ill-fitting shoes, as well as ingrown toenails, which can be excruciatingly painful. The main culprits in uncomfortable shoes are high heels. High heels put your feet in such an awkward position that it can cause anything from chronic pain to ankle sprains, according to WebMD.com. They may also cause blisters and swelling in your feet. A solution to this is to wear a shorter heel, one that is underneath 2 inches, and even with that, to minimize the amount of time that you're wearing a heel. The next 2 culprits do a similar thing. Flats and flip-flops both offer no support for your feet as well as limited protection. This lack of support can cause problems in your knees, hips, and other joints in your body, as well as no support for your arch, causing an irritation of the plantar fascia, the tendon that supports your arch, which can be excruciatingly painful. A solution to this in flats is to wear a heel cup or heel insert that provides support and cushion for the rest of your body. In flip-flops, however, you cannot have an insert, so you must wear a fitted flip-flop that keeps your feet farther off the ground and offers more support. Now that we know about foot problems and what causes them, let's take a look at my personal foot problem story. During my junior year, I was playing football. The cleats I was wearing were completely flat on the bottom, offering no arch support, as well as being a little tight in the front. Up until then, I never thought anything of foot problems because my feet had held up. They were young, they kind of survived, the problem hadn't developed yet. But during the 4th game of the year, I planted and I ripped the tendon on the bottom of my foot, the plantar fascia. This sensation was extremely painful. It bruised and it was hard to walk. I continued to just deal with the pain and go on through sports through the rest of football and wrestling, up until the point where it got so painful because I was just dealing with it that I could hardly stand after some of my wrestling matches. Finally, in May of this year, I went to see an orthologist. He prescribed prescription inserts, or orthotics, that offered more support in all of my shoes, kind of like in the flats. This caused so much relief, and I was amazed at the relief it caused, and I thought to myself, I wish people knew about this sooner, before the problem occurred, to give them a solution to this problem and to prevent it from happening. So please don't be like me. Be aware of the dangers and prevent them, or find a solution after they've already occurred. Don't let them just drag on. The solution to this is to wear proper footwear. Shoes that fit right and feel good will make your feet happier. The first step in finding the right shoe, though, is not style, it is comfort. Shoes should be the right length, having a ½ an inch at the front of the toe, the right width to where your feet are not falling off the sides, as well as having the right shape of your foot, whether your feet are straight, flat, or curved. All different styles and brands are different, so you should also not just buy a shoe because it's your size. You should try them on and get your feet measured at least once a year because they continue to grow. Next, you should get shoes specific to what you're doing. Whether you're standing a lot or you are in a sport, shoes that are specific to that activity will help you have healthier feet. A few other tests that you could do is to make sure the shoes are not stretched by the person you're buying them from. If they're stretched, they'll often go back to their original smaller shape and not fit as well. As well as making sure that your heels do not slip. Finally, making sure that your shoes are not too stiff or too flexible. These problems can also cause foot problems. All of this information was found at CVS Health and orthoticinfo.com. Today we have discussed the importance of having the right footwear. Understanding the needs of your feet and keeping them healthy is very important. We discussed the problems with your feet and what can cause them, my own personal story with a foot injury, and buying the right shoes. Now that you have a firm ground to stand on, it's your job to take the next step to healthier, happier feet.